Welcome to the Fantasy Pavilion, your home for fantasy sports.
Welcome, guys. Welcome back to another installment of the Fantasy Pavilion F1 Fantasy Show. Your home for fantasy sports. Again, we are covering another sport. We just did cricket, a really nice IPL fantasy show just now with Dino, Shimiran, and Antonio. Very informative as always. We hope that it helps you guys out maneuver the new booster for the week, the uncapped player booster, right? And ironically coming in last, Mike. Woo! Who did that? Who did that? Michael.
Come in last football, boy.
Michael, welcome to the show. Good evening. You came in just in time, like your favorite racer. Just in time, and nicked it, right? Just in time,
Stay enough, I'll take it.
right? You qualified. Right? You qualified.
Better than last
How
week.
we doing? How we doing? How was your week? Bro? Everybody doing?
It was good. Things all way. Managing well with work and whatever, but excited. That's the thing, yeah. Well, football people lucky is every weekend, every week, well, they have a game or something. But us F1 people sometimes is every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks,
Yeah.
we gotta wait
Yeah.
and hold on Paris something. So
We
I
get
feel
now
like
and then for international break and thing, but not so soon. It's not so early in the season
exactly.
though.
I know they don't get that often because we just get that. I mean, we just have the summer break and thing, but even normal weekends for us is every other weekend, every 3 weekends, something like that. But hopefully races save up enough so as to hold us until the next event. But I
Right.
agree.
A little later on, I have a question about that breaks. Those periods in between.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, no problem. So, of course, Michael is one of our crew members here, Kevin. He was curious, wanted
Yeah.
to come on. You know,
Nice to meet you, man.
who's your favorite? Who's your
Yeah.
favorite racer? If you have a racer, Kevin, anybody yet or not yet?
Not yet. I'd always like Ferrari from like when I was a little kid and thing, but um, McLaren was looking promising in the beginning. Well, before the thing starts, right? Between Mercedes and McLaren, I was more looking at that, but actually take the gamble with Ferrari and it pay off a little bit. But no, racer wise, not anyone in particular. My knowledge in this is really this is my first season. I never watched a race. Up to now I never watched a race. Right, I only watching highlights. So playing this game watching just highlights.
Right.
Um I usually drive to survive the last 2 or 3 seasons just to
Mm-hmm.
know what's going on.
Right.
I tried to download the F1 thing for
Ah.
Xbox. I started playing that a little bit. So yeah, I catch my
Right.
skin with that.
Normally,
So
immersing yourself in it, that's the only
yeah,
way
yeah,
to
yeah,
learn it.
yeah. Interesting different, real different.
A
So
nice way to get a better appreciation for the sport is to watch like old races, like highlights and things from
yeah,
the history. So like just how footballers will go and watch.
yeah. So I see that had the Schumacher one on Netflix. I watched the other one. That was what's his name with Thor, Rush, one or two
Rush.
movies. But I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, Rush is a good
yeah,
one. And
yeah,
then there's the I think there's this one with Ayrton Senna. Well, it had a
yeah,
documentary about Senna that was beautiful as well.
yeah. But those are more Hollywood movies rather than
Yeah,
documentaries
yeah,
and thing. But yeah,
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 so
Sana was my goat, but yeah, that's a different
yeah.
topic.
Senna is the dog.
Yeah, for sure. So, Michael, you are here as our expert, or one of our other experts are running late, so you had to hold on the fort, but I know you're capable. Albert Park, Melbourne,
Yes.
Australia. The last time that we would have had a race from here would have been 2019. Can
Yup.
you remind us of any key highlights? Who were the top three podiums? Anything at all that stood out from that? I know it's 2 years ago,
well,
but sometimes it's good to look back.
Well, that's it. So 2019, if I remember correctly, it was. I'm just gonna check it out here on the app. So if I remember correctly, the last person to had started on pool was Bottas.
Hey, big up.
Yeah,
My guy.
Nice.
man, get excited today, boy. Yeah, Bottas.
Must way.
I'm trying to find the thing here with this track. Yeah, Bottas. He likes Albert Park. It's a nice track.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun to race at. So a little bit of history on it. The number of laps of the race is 58 laps.
Okay.
The circuit length is 5.278 kilometers. The 2019 race results. Let me go. So, all right, 2019, it was Bottas, Hamilton, Verstappen, Vettel, Leclerc, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Raikkonen, Stroll, and Kvyat.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
something interesting about this. Usually, Albert Park, Melbourne is usually the first race of the season.
Okay.
Usually, COVID threw that off. They reached 2020. We got to Melbourne. They had the Tuesday. I think they had free practice. We won the Friday, and then COVID outbreak, and it's like, nah, shut down everything, and that was that. So like by Saturday, it had no quality, no race, no nothing,
Mm.
and that was 2020, 2021. So we now reached the 2022. So yeah, Bottas finished on pole. He also won the race, as I think Ezra would
Who
have
you was
mentioned.
driving for then?
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
Mercedes. Okay.
Yeah, so Ezra would have mentioned it last time that usually the driver who wins the first race of the season never ends up winning the championship.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
just like
Yeah.
a curse or something. So
Hmm.
Bottas won that first race, and he fight with Lewis to the end, but he didn't get the championship. Well, he didn't even fight into the end. I think he probably fight
So
into midway
how,
season,
how you
and
know when to jump off a Ferrari then? If they win the first game,
I
I don't know
mean
when to
that's
jump off, and
maybe Leclerc is the first one to break the
maybe yeah.
curse. You never know, but um, that's it. It's not necessarily Ferrari. Maybe Sainz pull out or something and end up winning the
Oh,
championship.
it's the driver. It's not the whole team. It's
Yeah,
just
not
that
the whole
driver.
team, the
Okay.
driver.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So that's that. So Hamilton was in second there, but Hamilton has had good history at the track. Um, that's no, yeah. So it's a nice track. They made some changes to it. So if it is your watch turn 8 into turn 9, they straighten that out a little bit, so they could go even faster through there. Um, Let me pull it back. Yeah,
Yeah. We'll give
so
me some news on that interest.
and then so yeah, they made modifications to the track to make it faster, a bit easier to drive. And then they added, instead of having just in some tracks you have maybe one or two DRS zones, some cases three. This track has four DRS zones. Four DRS zones. So all them battle we were seeing between Max and Leclerc of them battling with DRS into a corner, we could probably see that four times on a lap
Hmm.
because you have four different zones. The only thing is you have two detection zones. So essentially, whoever gets it at that point has DRS for essentially two zones. So if it is just scroll up to the track,
It's not hard. It here just no game off.
So then, does that mean we should avoid the players who battling each other? How many
not
accidents they
necessarily.
had compared to those battles?
And Verstappen and Leclerc haven't come together for the season yet.
Yet.
Yeah, but there's only two
Been
races, so
It's only been two
yeah,
races, yeah, but they've been strong rivals since their karting days. So there's actually a
right.
video going around bringing up how it is they used to race so hard as thing, and they had some incident then So when they interview Max, he was like, how can he just drive me off the track like that? And Leclerc was like, we were racing, and that's what happened. So it's like, are we gonna have a repeat of that now? And so I think somebody commented on that YouTube video. It's 5-10 years from now when Max and Charles are battling on a F1 track. We're gonna be watching this video, so it's pretty ironic. So yeah, if you're watching this track here, you have the two DRS detection zones. The detection zones are between turn 8 and turn 9. So this little blue piece here at the top, that kind of winding thing. So that's a nice, cool thing. They're gonna be using DRS around a corner, which
And
is
it's a wide
really,
track as well,
really
or
cool.
it narrow?
Well, that's it. They widen the track at some points as well.
Yeah.
So essentially, we started on we started the race at the speed trap there into turn 1. Turn 2 into turn 3 is a DRS zone, but you wouldn't have that lap 1. Then they go into the tight right, into the tight left in 4. Then 5 is, it will be a fairly slow, well, not fairly slow corner, but they will have to slow down for it. And then they will pelt up the road into turn 6, heavy braking,
Right.
into 7, and that's the first DRS detection point. 7 into 8 is a right-hander. It may not be flat out, but it will be very close to flat out. And then from 8 to 9, it will be flat out with DRS. So you'll definitely get an overtake going into 9, possibly into 10. And then right after 10 to 11 is another DRS zone around the bend. So you'll see some interesting defending. Who's going to take the line to try and force the next man wide with the DRS? Is he going to try and follow him around the bend with DRS? Because aside from these cars being better to follow, with DRS, he's going to be carrying a lot more speed. So to do DRS, following a man around a bend is a little risky. So when it is we had a race, then into 11, tight right hander, then down to 12, left, next DRS detection zone, left hand into 13, right hand into 14, and then back on the main stream, which is another DRS zone. So those 4 DRS zones are gonna have people flying around your track. I watched a video today. It has pros and cons like with everything. So a positive of having more DRS zones is that you're gonna have more battles and that people could race people more, like catch up and that kind of thing. But then you have a phenomenon that we call a DRS stream, whereby it's something like, and I could build it out for you. So say you have Carlos Sainz in a Ferrari. He's leading in front of Perez and George and Lewis and Magnussen and somebody else. Let's say Norris. Let's just throw Norris up there to keep Ezra happy. And so essentially, Sainz will be out in front, and Perez will be right behind him within a second gap. But because the Ferrari just have enough speed to keep the Red Bull of Perez off of him, he could have the RS but still not be able to pass him. And then George behind Perez will also have the RS. But because Perez in front of him have the RS, it kind of cancels out George's use of the RS. Because, okay, when you open the RS, you say you get 10 kilometers faster, Perez would open too. So he get the same 10, so it's like only the RS close. So that's the only thing. So you have this train of cars, that's why we call it a DRS train. You have maybe 4 or 5 cars, all of them with DRS, but they can't pass each other because you have the man in front of you at DRS, so it's like you don't really have an advantage. But then the guy in the front of the train, he just have enough power to keep that person with DRS behind him.
So the first guy in the train would have the advantage to overtake, but that's it. Nobody has really.
Not really to overtake, just to keep them behind.
Just keep them behind.
No, when you say no, you don't mean the guy in front. You mean like the second?
Yeah, like the second guy. Yeah.
Yeah, whoever is in front of the train.
Right.
Yeah.
So the second guy, he would have the biggest advantage. Yeah.
Possibly, he would have the biggest advantage.
He have the power to keep everybody behind him, as well as the opportunity to take the lead.
Overtake the person in front of him. Correct.
Right.
that he will have to be brave to set it up in the inside into a corner or something like that. So that's
Yeah.
you see that I would call it the second DRS zone between turn 8 and turn 9. That will be a really interesting corner because you could either be brave or drastic on wild like Max and send it up the inside of turn 9
Mm.
and try and force the person wide, or you could take your time, hold the speed that you build up between that person, you tuck in right behind them, go around the corner into 9, and then you make you move into 10. So that way, when it is you come out at 10, you get a next set of DRS to then pull away. Because remember, it's a game. So when it is you go into that DRS detection zone, say Ezra in front of me, and I go into that turn, that first DRS detection zone, a second behind him. I have DRS from turn 8 into turn 9. So I could choose to make my move into turn 9 and then use the DRS that I'll get from turn 10 to turn 11 as an extra advantage over him and pull away. Because I will be in front of him by turn 10 and I'll have DRS. I could pull away from him essentially. Or you could play it a bit more safer and use the DRS through turn 9 through turn 10 to keep your gap to that person so that when it is you reach the DRS detection zone just before turn 10, you can use DRS along the street, which is the safer, quote unquote, safer place to pass them. In the sense that that's probably the widest part of the track and it's just straight road as opposed to around a bend or something like that. So it's a lot of interesting strategies. And then you all have to remember in Saudi Arabia, Charles
Mm.
and Max was playing the game whereby they both approaching the DRS section zone and both of them mashing brakes to prevent
Yeah, they
Coming
want
on.
who
the
in front and
situation.
who, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have 2 points like that, and that DRS detection zone so important because it's not just one little piece of track you're getting it for, but two pieces of track you're getting that DRS. Because a lot of games could be played this weekend, so it could be very very interesting.
Of course, let me just bring in Ezra. Ezra, thanks for coming through. What's up?
Just cool.
We have we know well as you see we previewing the track. Thanks Michael for taking the lead on that on
No problems,
impromptu
no
and love
problems.
that. Um and you spoke about battles. You spoke about Leclerc and you spoke about Max. That's the obvious battle right now. But we saw a battle in Jeddah that was not very pretty and not very appetizing like this particular battle. And I'm talking about Ocon and Alonso. That was
Mhm.
not if you
You
were
didn't have to
if
say
you
the name. I don't know who you're
Ezra
talking about.
Ezra, right? Ezra, if you were in that pit crew, how pissed would you be at both of them?
Well, I mean, at the same time, Alonso could defend himself. Ocon is a man trying to prove a point right now. So, if you understand, if you look at it like that, it's not safe to race your partner this early, but also this early is the only time it is safe to race your partner at the same time. Because
Yeah, but
down to
so
the end,
intense
when
though. But so intense. It wasn't no
yeah,
nothing wrong, but it was like you would find out it was just me. I found it was a little bit intense. It looked like they were
yeah, it
really
was
going at
very
each
intense.
other.
Yeah, they was
Yeah, and
going at
then
each other for sure.
Ocon pull a real dangerous move when they were going on into turn 1. Alonso right behind him, the
Mm-hmm.
wall right here, and Ocon
Mm-hmm.
pulls so
Mm-hmm.
and at that
Mm-hmm.
point, if I was
Mm-hmm.
in that Alpine garage, I would have been cussing or
Yeah.
doing something because that was real close.
Well, my off air expert that I consult, he was saying that he hoping and thinking that Ocon just didn't see him. You taking that, Michael, or not?
I don't want to believe so because he know Alonso was there. Maybe he did it unintentionally without malice,
Okay,
but I don't think
okay.
I don't believe that he didn't know
Nah,
he
but
was
these guys
there.
are professionals playing this for however long, and they know they're in a battle as well. What's the chance of
Exactly.
they, not knowing the guy was there?
That's it. I don't
You
think he
know?
didn't know he
Yeah.
was there. He probably didn't think he was that close.
Yeah, maybe
Maybe he didn't think he
misestimated
was
himself.
that close to say, well, okay, this wouldn't scare him as much, but at the same time, because you want to say battling with your teammate like that, that's risky. Because it's not just to say you fighting with somebody else for some points. You're fighting your teammates. You make a mistake going to your teammate, that's the whole team getting no
Both of you
points for
gone.
the weekend.
Both of you eliminated.
And it's not one car they had to fix, they had to fix both cars. Somebody getting a dread cuss from the team manager after. Plain talk bad manners.
And what I'm glad they said, all right. So, what are the rules on how many times is there a limit how much times you could fix your car, or is it how much you could customize the car for the season? Is there a limit how much repairs you could do? Or is it like a cap, like a cap or financial something that okay? So you have to be careful how much accident you get into because you'll get a fine or deduct some points if you have to spend over a particular budget.
Yeah, so you wanna take this one?
Yeah, they don't really. Okay, so let's say like big things like engine fix or let's say oh exterior stuff, not really. Your fin, you know stuff like that, not really. They don't really fine you for those stuff. But if it's like a big engine swap or something internal, your turbo or something like that, then you get positions. You take back positions within the race. You know, there's a limit to that. I think it's like three, but that's the first half of the season, and then
That's
the
why
second half
Haas
of the
always in the back.
season.
Oh.
Sorry.
That's why Haas always in the back. Oh. they always have some accident or some problems.
Yeah, yeah, well, not only because of that, it's, they're not in the back now, but
Yeah,
yeah,
nah,
yeah,
nah.
yeah.
They're playing good now, yeah. But they still having
Yeah.
accidents, though.
Yeah,
They still having accidents. Two races going only. And
that's a good
problems.
point. That's a very good point. Definitely.
So the cost cap is actually 140 million. I think they do it
Only? Oh,
euros. Yeah, only 140 million.
Only.
Only
1.04, yeah.
that's all. Meh.
140 million euros. Why it is? It might only be that because I mean Mercedes and Ferrari used to be spending all kind of 200 and something, 300 and something million euros by the end of our season, so as to develop their car and all that kind of thing to make sure they are the best car out on track. Um, so they install that cost cap so as to reel back in those
I
teams, to
wonder how
reel
much
back in
Red Bull they had
Ferrari.
to sell to afford them thing there.
But there will be there. So okay, so given the amount of DRS this track in particular has, right? There will be favorites for this track in particular in terms of drivers that could benefit more, who like to overtake and like that battle more than drivers that could hold a lead. So like,
I think
so like, Bottas was the last person that won on this track, but he was driving the best car possible at
at
that
the
time.
time, yeah,
So
the
he could have
2019
hold that lead.
Mercedes was a beast.
Yeah, but in this now, but I mean, I must admit, Bottas is like when it comes to overtaking, he is not the best. Let
Oh
me be
Or
real.
yeah,
He a
defending,
lead, you know.
defend the man
or
now, right?
defending.
Or if yeah, that's the thing. So, but a driver like Leclerc, he loves the battle. Max Verstappen love the battle. They like to, push forward or whatnot. So that's what I said. They like it have. What's your like favorite for like this race in particular? Who you think will come out better in terms of like driving style for this track?
Leclerc boy. I think
That's it.
Leclerc will take it.
Yeah, Leclerc have the aggression, but he had the wisdom and patience to not overdo it. Max could drive. He aggressive and he need to be aggressive. Too aggressive in some cases.
Mhm,
But I feel
mhm.
like that over eagerness is what will get him in trouble if he try and push too much. Whereas Leclerc is a man who will back out and be like, nah, I will prefer to live to fight another day.
Right.
I think a nice example of that is last year British Grand Prix. Max and Lewis went off by cops. And then Lewis did the exact same thing with Leclerc, but unlike Max, Leclerc back off and let Lewis go. He was like, nah, I don't want to heat, boss. All you go ahead. And he just pulled to the side, let Lewis go his way, and Leclerc just continue fighting. And then, too, I think if Danny Rick had a good car underneath him, he loved to dive bomb. He loved to send it up the inside. Like I was just watching
Well, it's home track, so he
Well, I'm
like that
glad
one as
you
well.
jump in the gun, Michael. You
yeah.
jump in the gun because I wanted to talk about him. I wanted to
Okay,
ask
okay.
if he could redeem himself. But continue. So remember that question. If he could redeem himself at home, if that matters, you think he could do it at home, or
It's the car.
McLaren way too far behind and not
It's
ready
the
yet?
car. If
It's the
it
car.
Hey,
was
listen.
in a
I ain't
Ferrari
gonna lie
or
to
if he
you
was
though.
in a Red Bull, he could
Always
do
the
it. But
car, Michael. Always the car. He is never not positioned in a home race.
true. Very true.
So
I think one of the
it
only drivers to be successful at the home race is Lewis. Everybody else is
is
just
him.
struggle.
Yep.
But any last home, it was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was a while. It was a
2019,
while.
yeah,
Yeah.
a while ago.
Totally not rusty. Okay, so this like break that we have in between, right? All the modifications, like McLaren have a chance to fix up their car within this week, this extra week they have?
So
Oh
that's
no.
it. So
Yeah, I feel like they would have been a lot better. So, but on Friday we will get to see. I mean Saturday we'll get to see really how much difference they made, because within this week and a half here, I sure they went in and organized a few things, like
But it's not like
fixed
a
a few
whole
things.
brand new car they put it out, right? It's
Nah, they just tweaking, testing and tuning and then.
and the tweaks can make that much of a difference to because right now they like borderline 10th. They could
Well,
come up
we
high up
saw
the
it with
ranks. So
we saw it with Red Bull. Remember Red Bull didn't start too good, and they said none
yeah.
of that. We fixing the car and fixing that.
Yeah.
I know Michael don't want to hear this, but we fixing the car and fixing this in
What
As
was
time.
much
Mercedes?
as
What
they
was
can't do like tweaks on the race day itself, like
Right.
they could go home within that week and work on the car, you know.
Right.
They could make changes to the car, but it have to be within the rules.
Yeah, I was not gonna ask it. They can't get rid of their Mercedes engine and come with a Ferrari engine or something.
Now that was April Fool's Day.
Funny you
No,
say
no,
that. That happening next season, but that's our next drama.
I think
Good.
something
Yeah.
to note too for you all is that they have a token system whereby you can only do a certain amount of upgrades
within the year.
for the year, and I have the screenshot somewhere. 'Cause
So they
I've
have to
I
tell
remember,
the
but I
committee
don't
what
think.
they upgrade, what they do, all the changes,
Correct.
everything. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they have a limited number of upgrades they could do for the season. I think it's like one upgrade to the engine, one upgrade to the this, and like that.
Oh, okay. So it's like chips like how we be using in this game.
Correct. Well,
They have an engine
yeah,
upgrade chip they could use. Yeah.
correct. And they call it tokens. So you have a limited number of tokens you could use for the season, and you have to use them before the season up, essentially. Because after 2022, the engine is gonna stay the same till I think 2025 or 2026. So whatever tweaks you want to make to your engine, you have to do it this year. You could bring certain amount of upgrades to the aero, that kind of thing. So with that, teams will be very crucial as they will be very specific with what upgrades they bring. So I actually heard that Mercedes is gonna be bringing a upgrade to Melbourne. I think they say they might change the rear wing, and do a wing similar to
Go on. Go get them now.
similar
One
to
Mercedes guy. I
Ferrari.
don't know if they keep him or not.
Nah, I will always keep a
A Mercedes in your pocket. Yeah.
yeah, that's my team. I don't care what they say. I loyal.
Wow. You really want to say that? You want to go down that road? Ezra, this man saying loyal, wait. The man with two team vests, two hats.
Hey,
Two hats.
I can defend myself.
I
can
don't want to
defend
know.
myself,
You should have burned that.
No,
If
no.
anybody bring me a Man U jersey or anything, it burn. I don't want that in here, bro.
You see, I am a nice person. I am a Barca fan. My neighbor gave me a Real jersey as a gift, and I kept it, and I wore it from time to time.
Wait, use a
Not,
wait.
not.
That's a good story. Use a real two-faced way. I know you. I understand you now, boy. Wait.
No, I am a nice person. If
And you didn't burn
give
that?
me a present, I'm not gonna burn it and disrespect you like that. You cared for you thought of me enough to
That
think I
person didn't think about you at all. Nah. That person taunting you and don't like you. Nah. You could bring any. You matter. Nah. You could never.
Dog sleep on a Barca jersey. Yeah,
Ed
I'm
Palace.
gonna put out some people to walk on when I come in inside my house.
Palace.
Stuff and let them walk inside my house.
Palace. I don't even want to see them open my door. That's too much. But
No, but no. I actually watched something today. I heard a video of Sebastian Vettel when it says he was at Ferrari. He said
Mm,
everybody's a Ferrari fan. Whether you, even if it is you go to the guys in the Mercedes garage, you could ask them, and they will say yes, Mercedes is the best team in the world, but they will still secretly say they are a Ferrari fan. Everybody's
Yeah,
a
that's the
Ferrari
same thing I
fan.
said in the beginning. Since you're a kid, you know Ferrari to be, this.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
Everybody know Ferrari, and whether you like them, you love them, you hate them, you still have some level of
yeah, that
appreciation
pedigree
and
and thing like that. Yeah,
respect
yeah.
for Ferrari. So
Yeah,
might as
and
well
I'm a
have a
current
Ferrari
car
cap
too,
to honor the legend and the legacy that is
wow.
Ferrari. Because I
Ezra
mean
boy.
that
Woo.
machine.
These guys good boy, Ezra boy. They're good in Ezra. They're good, they're good,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
good.
it our Premier League team with the same colors, with the same pedigree and the same history too. Not everybody like them. There's
Wow.
Nah,
certain
them
goats on it as well.
nah, they can stay right there as they just flush them every evening on Pupu time on 96.7. They can
Yeah,
continue doing that for like,
yeah.
If
and my
if
brother is a fan
ever
of them.
Ezra boy, if ever we need some bread, butter and or peanut butter, we know somebody to lay it on thick. We have the right man to lay it on thick. He good. He good, he good, he good, he good.
You gotta
So
big up
we go,
Adara as you hear too. Ferrari girl Adara.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Now we're gonna segue into the fantasy because a short episode we just previewing. But before we segue, we have a brilliant segment put together here from by Antonio. So let me just bring it up really quickly. Antonio came with a brilliant idea 5 minutes ago, if so much. And I told him about 5 minutes before showtime. No, 12 minutes. It was 12 minutes because I was upset. I was like, why did you bring up this brilliant idea 12 minutes before showtime? So, Ezra, Michael, Kevin, Antonio, and myself, we are going to try to come up with our podium three. Who do
A
we think
prediction.
is podiuming this weekend? So each person will go through each of the panel who we think on a podium, and then segue into the fantasy aspect of the show. So Antonio, since it's your you came up with the idea, you would like to kick us off. Who you think podiuming? Who's your top three?
But it's five of us and it's three on the podium, though.
No, each person. No
Yes,
worries.
I get it. Three.
Each person given three.
All right.
Oh, each person given three, first, second,
Yeah.
third. All right. Yeah.
All right. So I'll go start
Let me hear.
from third go up.
All right, sure.
All right. Third. Sorry, but third Hamilton, second Verstappen, and first Leclerc.
All right. Solid. Kevin.
Third, I would go. I'll go Russell instead for third. Right. Second, I'll go Verstappen. And first, one of the Ferrari guys. What's his name? Leclerc.
All right. Michael.
Yeah, so I will do opposite. I will go first today. So first I'll put Leclerc. Second, I'll put Verstappen. Third, I don't want to say Lewis, let's say I'll say Lewis because I like Lewis. But somebody, as I was going through Tottenham and say, well, I feel like Lewis could win this race this weekend. So I doubt he can win the race unless Leclerc take out Verstappen or vice versa. But I'll put Sainz on third place. So Leclerc, Verstappen, Sainz 1 to 3.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Ezra, take it away.
I say Max in a pole. Max a pole and then Leclerc and Sainz.
All right. Solid.
Lando Norris. You don't know.
Oh my goodness.
All right. I go in way left field. Way left field.
Yeah, well, we know. Yeah, Bottas
You
first,
went
right?
dramatic.
So I'm going from third
no,
up the road,
Bottas
right?
is the Pookie, right? Bottas is
Third.
the F1.
No, I do back no boy. This is Antonio. No. I do back Ocon.
Oh,
Ocon is
okay,
my
okay,
driver.
okay.
Ocon is my driver. So I'm going from third up the road, right? So third. Already, I ain't think already no. Third.
I ready to hear this.
You ready?
I,
I'm not
ag-
sure you.
I agree. I agree with. I was gonna say third Russell, but I think fourth Russell. So fourth Russell, third Perez, second, Sainz, and first Leclerc. I feel the do I want to again.
So where Verstappen go end up?
Verstappen. I ain't seen him. I ain't seen him.
Off
I
the
ain't
track.
seen him. A while
Bold
a while
prediction, boy.
while. So make sure you remember who it is. We'll have a weekly, big up who know the F1 well and who predicted well, right? So weekly we'll go back to who predicted, right? So make sure you remember who predicted who. So let's go into the fun part now, the fantasy, the where I let you guys do my team selection for me. And of course, Antonio, if you want to share your team and any ideas quickly, Kevin, if you want to share your team, anything that you're working on,
Quick before I
Ezra, Michael, yeah. Yeah, Antonio, go first. Now, Antonio, you have to depart from us. Really, you have to go and call Botas just now. So
All right. So my screen sharing.
yeah,
Mhm.
only Botas showing on each of them. So yeah, must be yours. That must be yours.
All right. So this is the team we are running in with. So Ocon, Leclerc, Sainz, Magnussen, and I brought in Perez. And so who did I sell? I think I sold Bottas from this team. Only because of what I told you earlier, I feel like this is more for aggressive. This track is more for aggressive drivers, to be honest. And I do see Bottas really making much of an impact unless he happens to hold lead, and which is not his suit. Before it's suit, unless somebody run off the track, that was the one time, man. Yeah. But yeah, this
I
is
mean,
the
unless
team.
Latif do something, then unless Latif.
Yeah, unless Latif come true for the win, but then we won't go there. So going all out, Ferrari boys. Ocon fighting. Maybe Ocon been bringing in the points on the fantasy aspect.
Vin,
So
Consistently. Yeah.
yeah.
Magnussen, I hoping no trouble in practice because there's always end up with some kind of knick-knack before the race actually start. So hoping he has no problems. But yeah, he's solid. Price-wise, too, you can't beat Magnussen, now, boy. Because he's cheap
Solid.
and he bringing in points. And while Perez cheaper to Verstappen, Max, he's cheaper to Max and he's driving a Red Bull. So this is my pick for this weekend in particular. And my turbo boost. Let me change that one time. Nah, actually, yeah. I'll keep it as this. I'll change it last minute though. What?
I
You're
had
gonna
a
be
feel
looking.
I want Mega Drive. I don't want to leave that Mega Drive for too late, boy.
Yeah. We spoke that today. We spoke about
Yeah.
that today. We went to bust that really.
But we're gonna bust it.
Yeah, I don't
We're
want
gonna bust it in
bust
we're gonna
because man, I'm
Yeah.
500 and
Yeah.
something.
Jared and I don't agree. We're gonna bust it in Baku where we know Hamilton not gonna perform. And just go with Ferrari, man.
That's because Charles crashed. He went straight into our all day some time
True. We will go with Verstappen.
Team to
Oh, who?
Bahrain.
Yeah, we could go Verstappen.
last year for Baku. And to see watch your Mega Driver.
I fellas, let me make a move there.
Yeah, Antonio, no problem.
Yeah, Antonio, later.
Nah, I play at a safe track.
So this is me here. Oh, so let me get my thing here just now. So, well, this is what we would have done. This is what I would have done last week.
I
I
seen
wanted
Hamilton on that man team, boy.
mightn't be for long, but yeah, sharing screen, Kevin. Yeah, no problem.
Oh, you ready? I can share it now if you want.
Yeah, I'll do yours first now. Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it.
share screen.
You could do yours first. All right, dollar PC.
Sorry.
Oh.
Alright, well, I made one transfer so far, right? Instead of Magnussen, I had this Asian guy, Sunoda. When he was looking good, but I don't know, he feeling a little inconsistent, right? So this was my team last week. Russell, Leclerc.
In his second year, so
Yeah,
he's
but I
still
find like
adjusting himself.
he settled down a little bit better. I find he was cheap for AlphaTauri, so I thought he would have done a little better. Right, so this was my team last week, right? I was able to get like, where is the points? Anyway, yeah, 82, whatever, right? I only made one transfer so far. I made the transfer early on, so I get like a little price rise. I make a little extra on it. What I'm looking at, right? I don't know if to stick with Russell or I can I could go with Max instead, right? My thinking is all these constructors have Alpine, but they're the most
Michael, you see
expensive
what
of
I'm
the.
saying?
Huh?
Michael, you
Sorry?
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
goodness.
I find. Yeah,
Frida?
so right now it will be Red Bull versus Ferrari, this team. Alpine is the most expensive, but the points
Who's
that they're
mid?
bringing in. Sorry?
No, I realize you Alpine
Yeah,
in as a
Alpine.
constructor.
Yeah.
Interesting
But right
strategy.
now, for all the other, yeah, all of these constructors, Alpine is the most expensive, and all of them getting the same amount. So by doing that, I could go Alpha or Williams or somebody else, or Haas, maybe even Haas, just to be able to get Verstappen in. So that's my thinking right now, right? So even if I go
Mm.
Haas,
So you see, that's
right, try to
the
get,
different ways you can play this game, eh? You can either
yeah.
cheap
So right
out
now,
on
I'm
a
more playing the
constructor
drivers rather than the, yeah, than the
than the team.
constructor, right? And
Mm.
but what I was afraid of, if I have Red Bull versus Ferrari, right? Yeah, they will have high positions, but if they're battling each other and they do have a accident,
And they
right,
take
I
out
will
on
be
each
losing
other.
out a
That is
lot.
all your points
Yes,
there.
that's all. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's half my points there. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my thinking right now. I'm not sure if to do that or just stick with what I have right now. Right, Magasan, I have a 2.9 in the bank. Russell and Perez, they were there from the beginning. Well, yeah, they were there from the beginning, I think, yeah.
I think you're
Um,
safe there because having Perez as a Red Bull ain't not a worry because he ain't fighting with
yeah,
nobody. Um
exactly.
okay, I shouldn't shit like that. He might fight, but he don't fight.
No, but yeah, not the wild. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't
But you
really
see,
worry about
those
him.
Verstappen points, I find he deadly, yeah. He real aggressive, right?
Yeah.
And he's either what, podium or last. That's the thing. So,
That's the thing.
well,
He's either
DNF. Yeah,
100 or zero. Yeah, it's either
yeah.
he podium, he win the race, he everything,
Or DNF.
or he
Yeah,
DNF. Yeah, he's
right.
hardly ever
But
finished
as
as
it
a
is now, it's
weekend
real hard for me
podium.
to get a premium constructor because I won't know
Mm.
who to sacrifice for the constructor. I could sacrifice Russell, but I have Perez and a Red Bull constructor. That's like doubling up as well. So that's my little. That's what I was asking you. Um, with this week break, if the constructors or if the teams could do
Yeah, so they
plenty
could they could
upgrades,
it's not
right?
necessary
So Russell,
plenty,
yeah,
but
yeah,
they could do an upgrade, and you never know what exactly that upgrade will do. So I think Mercedes might change the entire flow in
right. So that's what I was saying. Keep the Mercedes guy for that, or
well, that's
just
it.
go with the
I think
people
they
that
said
we
it
know.
might change the flow in Silverstone, which is round 10. So that's closer to the middle of the season.
Right.
So is it that they would be able to survive for now, and then you never know if they change that flow and then they become the fastest counting track because they solve the purpose in the shape.
Exactly.
Um,
Yeah.
so it does so it have a chance. So that's why I said to watch it. At least watch free practice 1, free practice
Yeah.
2, so you have an idea. Okay, this car performing a lot better than it did 2 races ago.
So when is those
You can
practice?
So the
That is
practices for the
Friday,
weekend go is Friday. The only
right?
problem is because this race is in Australia,
Mm-hmm.
down under,
Tell him the hunger, Michael. Tell him the hunger.
it is plenty pressure, my brother, because they are racing down under. So free practice 1 is 11 p.m. on April
Tuesday
7th,
night.
Tuesday
Yeah,
night.
Tuesday night. Yeah.
That's 11 p.m. our time.
Oh, what time? Because done tomorrow already in the morning for them already. Some kind of bad
Exactly.
morning.
And then free practice 2 is 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. Trinidad time on the Friday. Then free practice 3, which is usually on the Saturday, actually falling for 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock the Friday night in Trinidad. Then quali is 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. the
Right. So wait,
Saturday
when
morning
we have to make our changes before the quali, right?
before quali. So you need to make your changes before
Before
2
2
a.m.
a.m. on Friday.
on
Well, Saturday
Saturday
morning.
morning. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, time. We go for a drink and then after, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, go on the Friday night and then you make your changes.
yeah. I'll be up, make the changes one time. Some liquid
Yeah.
courage to actually click that button, you know.
And then the race itself is 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Sunday morning.
Tell him. Tell him. I'll
All
be
right,
at
right.
work, Michael, but I'll waken up. Hopefully,
That
work
hour,
quiet,
boy?
please. Yeah, we's work them hours. We's work
Which
24
part you
hours. So I'm
working, boy?
hoping that Hospital, boy. You know it is, boy. So
Ways.
I'm
I
hoping
can
that the
wake up and
particular
watch the
doctor,
highlights.
Watch it on
hoping the
your phone,
doctor
man.
on call behaves himself already. Watch and saw the name, put some garlic and thing, and rub it on the schedule. I'm really hoping that that doctor have a quiet evening. Don't cause no problems. I want to nap at 10, wake up at 1, eat some Oreos, and watch my
Watch
race,
me
man. I
race.
want to watch.
Lovely. Nah,
Nice. So
I
Right?
Friday
thinking.
night deadline. Okay, good.
I try to figure out how I doing it. Am I going to just stay up and push through, or take a nap? And I just think I afraid to take a nap and
Set
get
5 alarms.
wake up.
Set 5 alarms. Ezra, what's your game plan? Where you're watching or you'll just watch highlights?
Nah, I up though.
I up.
I up.
Tell him. Tell him, Ezra. We missing that. If I wasn't working at Ezra, I would have do a watch along, we'd have plan a watch along, I tell him, yeah, a live watch along, I'd be up on YouTube
Now
and
we
we
go
watch.
Hey, I
find
just went on
one
call.
as in a good time during the day so that everybody know how to fight.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
Okay,
nothing
that
to
would
do
be a
now.
nice slumber. It would be a nice slumber party.
Wait, when is the holiday?
Next week Friday and following Monday.
What our holiday?
Oh, that's Italy. Ooh.
Wait, we have a
Italy.
race that weekend?
Yeah, I think so. And Italy's just now. Or in the following.
Yes, no, I'm gonna check quick. Because if that's the case, we're
That is the
outside that
case,
whole
brother.
weekend. Italy is the
I think
22nd to the 24th of April.
Bruh. And the
What is
holidays
the
not our
holidays?
weekends now?
Easter.
Monday and Friday. No, enough falling.
No, the 17th, the 18th, the weekend before
Ah,
the
that's trash.
holidays.
That's right.
Because I do a watch along them.
Yeah. But if Italy's as a easy time, you could do something on YouTube or watch along on YouTube. You work out something.
That's not our watching. Then the 29th, that weekend, the 29th is yes, Monaco. Ooh, so Monaco is the 27th to the 29th of May, and then May 30th is Indian arrival day, the Monday.
Boom. Well,
So
right.
we watch
You
the
plan something.
weekend, Saturday, Sunday. Well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, then boom, holiday Monday.
Right. You plan something.
You
And
plan
that's
now,
Monaco.
like,
That's the historic racetrack.
Yeah, boy, that is the make or break there. That would be
But
good.
not only that is Charles Leclerc home race that he
Yeah.
never finished.
Yeah.
you never
Yeah.
win that.
I know that is bogey track.
Anybody mega drive he for Monaco?
Brief.
No, they're very brave. I would even dare say stupid. But at the same time, if it is they do it and it
Stupid?
happen, we know for a fact that them somehow they rig the race. They walk up Ubia, they tell everybody else do drive good, something. But the
Pay
crazy
people
thing is
off, you know.
the crazy thing is Leclerc does not finish that race, not because of anybody else, It's always just some
Yeah, but he
problem.
pulled the last one.
He pulled the last one, but I think he crashed out of the race or something. So
Yeah, the engine failure.
yeah, it's always something with he and that track boy. I feel what has happened with him is that because it's his home race, he feel like he had to prove something now, boy. So he's
Pressure.
pushing a lot harder than everybody else. That pressure, I feel is that. I honestly feel is that because he does be real. Man can't
Yeah,
catch
but
a
you
break
know
on
why
that track
I
at
don't
all,
think it's
boy.
pressure too? Because where Ferrari is race, right? Their home track, Ferrari home track. He won that on his he won that race on his debut
In Monza,
season,
yeah, and
you know?
his
Right.
first season at Ferrari.
So I don't feel it's pressure though. It's some kind of emotional effect like OBA or something.
Home field advantage.
Yeah, boy.
If you also could share my teams there.
Yeah, no problem. Jump in. Let me see.
So I think it's either Max or Sainz gonna take that Monaco. Look.
Let me know if you're
Yeah, you
shit,
see, everybody's saying Max, so that's why I want to get Max on my team. Only way to do that is to get rid of Russell.
We don't want to forget Mercedes.
He murder, not Russell. Forget
Yeah,
if it's
that's
ever forget Lewis, no problem. But not Russell.
Y'all see any
I
screen?
want to say done off with Mercedes.
Yeah, bro. Yes, straight up. Talk to me. Guide us through your thought process.
And watch this. Late season
So
next.
these
next
teams are the same teams from last week. I
they
still have to
gonna switch
update
back
these teams.
to Mercedes. Everybody.
Well,
I
I'll
still have
already
to
be
update
there.
the
So
teams this weekend, but I'm waiting for at least 2 free practice sessions to see how the cars faring before I make any major changes. But I think I'm pretty safe with these teams so far. So this team 3, this is what I think I'm using this team in our F1 Rabs.
right.
Michael, I'm watching your teams and I'm crying, dog. No yellow inside us.
Which
None.
one, right? Nah, none. Until they sort out our car, they will stay far away from me, but keep that papaya away from me. I love papaya, but nah, not the strongs.
We
So yeah, team 3, the 2 Ferrari man. That's a bit of a risk. But I think I'm making good points because look, I'm on 55 with our team with the 2 of them there. Team 1,
what's the
going okay
constructor for team
phones.
three? Team three.
Ferrari has a
Team 3
the all in
Ferrari.
triple Ferrari there.
Wait,
Yeah,
how you get Ferrari? That's I can't see it so good. That driver there. Next to
yeah.
Bottas.
Team 2 and team 3 is actually the exact same team
Oh,
because what I'm doing, I'm using team 2 as my player, like just to try things to see
So why
what
Team 3
works.
have more points if Team 2 and Team 3 is the same?
The weekend before, I think I had changes. It wasn't this exact team
You sure?
here.
You sure? No, but that's race week.
Yeah, I could.
Race week 190, race week 210. Something off there, no?
Yeah, so
You
that
take a
race
minus
was
2 off.
last bar. Yeah, I had Bottas there at some point. League circuit
No, but you
standard.
seen total points and you seen race week. Yeah. So you take like a minus 2, you take
Yeah,
5.
Bottas. So in Jeddah, that was the team,
Right.
Right.
and then where's the next circuit?
On top under the FT3 Team 3, that drop down menu thing.
And then for Bahrain, the team was different for Bahrain. Bahrain are really points.
Yeah, boy. You really put points for Ryan. True.
Bahrain
Yeah, that
was
good start.
Russell, Claire, Magnussen, Gasly. Gasly was pulled along for that weekend, but Ocon.
Right.
Understand, yeah.
That weekend was nice. But so yeah, I like in teams when it is I see how the cars fare for FP1 and 2, especially after this upgrade that is supposed to be bringing. We will then decide what changes we're making. I see
Yeah, I
7
just hope
track, so
people sell McLaren so I can buy the car after.
now we gotta see. McLaren might
Yeah.
come better, but it might take a little while for them to catch themselves.
Yeah, well, if the price drop low enough, it will be affordable when they're ready to kick off.
And then they break back up, maybe.
Yeah. Buy them
So
really.
if I can bring your attention to Team 3. Team 3 has already been modified and fixed and set for Albert Park. I'm not making any more changes to Team 3. Team 3, I went the cheap route with my constructor so that I can facilitate a very
No, but still
beefy
has this
team. Right?
driver
I
lineup.
if I tell you, I almost do that same exact thing for Team 3.
Yeah.
That Hassan Norris, and that would be my team.
Yeah.
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 I almost do that same exact thing.
That's me there. All polars. All men, those men good. Right?
Yeah. No, I agree
Up
with
there.
driver lineup. I think, and we saying Haas is a cheat car, but as much as Haas is a cheat car, so
Getting points. You're getting
Yeah.
points.
And that's what I say.
except for Mick, but it's
Yeah.
good so far.
Haas, I have Alpine. Haas and Alpine is what? Haas is like half the price and they get the same points.
Yeah. That's the crazy
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
So that's why
Because
I was thinking drop Alpine to Haas and then bring
Alpine's
in
still working
Verstappen.
on the reliability.
Yeah.
For
Is it?
team one, I'm thinking of getting rid of Hamilton so that I could afford the Ferrari constructor, and and I'll drop Bottas, drop Norris, and fill in the team there a little bit. Team two may stay as is. I'm not changing team two. I think I'll
I
keep
say if
team
you
two.
drop Lewis, drop Lewis. No, you can't make it. You don't want to make your changes. Yeah, you could make your changes and just to save it.
No, we do it live. We do it live. That's not a problem. You know that. I have no fear. We go hard or go home.
Yeah, that's no, but that's those
I was
save the
just
changes.
mistake
I'll
if
save
I
you
was
Yeah.
trouble.
No, I saved him. Yeah, but I was thinking of dropping him.
Right, say
Right,
drop
so let's
Lewis.
take
Take
him
out
in
the
the bank
constructor one
already.
time.
Take out the constructor one time.
And then
Bring in
say add
Ferrari.
Ferrari.
I want to add Ferrari.
How much you
And
end
I
up
have
with there?
18.8. That's beautiful. I could bring in
That's plenty
somebody.
money still.
That's
You could
plenty
pull
money
in
still.
signs if signs will take all the money.
Right? No, that's not bad. I mean, I could come down the road and pick somebody who's solid.
I mean,
If
if you
I
want,
could,
you could take Seb. We're not sure how Seb going on
now I was
perform.
thinking of taking, my mom was talking to you about that off here in the chat. I was thinking of bringing in Vettel off for
Yeah.
wildness and see what you do. I might even turbo drive him just for wildness.
How good is
You
he
never know.
in this car? Aston as well. Aston
No,
Martin?
the Aston, that's it.
Yeah.
Seb is a good driver. I
But
think
the
Yeah.
car
he
not
out his
fast. That's
prime,
the
but
problem.
the car not
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
So I would say, I mean, do you have any Haas drivers there on our team?
No, just no. Zukan, Bottas, Leclerc,
Drop
Norris.
Bottas
No,
and put
no. I
drop
feel to
Bottas
drop
and put
Norris.
yeah, drop Norris and put Magnussen.
Yeah, because I feeling sentimental with Bottas. I feel he could do something now. So I feel to drop Norris.
I could believe that Norris he ain't reached there yet.
Psychologically, no, I feel he could,
Yeah, no.
And then no, and Albert Park is a track that he like, eh? So once the car underneath him, he could probably do a thing. He could
And I
probably
could
do a
afford Perez. That's not a bad shout,
That's interesting.
That's a
Wait,
good
you actually
shout.
afford Perez?
Yeah, I could afford Perez.
I mean, I
That's a good all round team,
That's a brilliant
That's
team there.
construction and not pole, but top ends.
or you have Leclerc already, and
You have Leclerc already, so they overdo it with the Ferrari and
or you could
Leclerc.
go all Ferrari,
Diversify it,
or you diversify and you pull Perez. But that's my thing, Perez, I don't know. Yeah, he get up
Did you
last
like
week,
point,
but where
right?
he end up? Perez
Yeah,
end up
that
where
point
last
is
week?
for sure.
Last week Perez end up where in fourth, fifth.
I think you should do the Perez.
Yeah, I like the Perez shot. Yeah, fourth place. If this is what going with last qualifying, no. Nah, it's not this one. Hold on. Saudi Arabia. Right. Yeah, he finished fourth.
He finished fourth. That's my thing. Perez is he could drive. Let me give Perez his credit. He could drive. Is he going to win a race in 2022? Unless it's a
Maybe.
crazy race, I don't believe so.
Eh, He better win when I go Mexico. I ready to celebrate and get on bad. He better win.
He in that position. If
But
something happened in front, he could win.
he could capitalize exactly. That's how I'm gonna answer.
Yeah, he capitalized
Unless
on
it's
it.
a race like that whereby something happened, I personally do not see him.
Is he clinical? He can punish people for making mistakes in front. No, accidents or anything. Just like losing time and stuff. Yeah.
I don't think so. He's a great
Alright.
defender. He's the Ministry of Defense. So put him in the front,
Yeah.
and he will do his best. I think he could have done better in Jeddah. Not Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. But that pit stop and the way
So
things
he's the
fall
guy that will capitalize when Max
and
DNF.
Leclerc come together, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. You
But
planning some
Max,
serious
yeah.
things, Kevin.
We're
Man.
not planning, so we just look at
No, I
the
find Kevin real aggressive.
That's how, and that's how we do with Man City. We just have Man City players, and if they don't come out, you have our next one jumping in, right? So the same thing. It's the same Man City approach.
Times last year, I feel like his Charles and Max this year. Lewis
I,
Yeah,
too.
it's a good
I
back.
really want to bring in Max, you know.
What about your no? Before we sign off, right? What about your boy Max? What do you think are his chances? You think give him some time, be patient. It's a long season. I see people talking all kind of crap. This man is a champion, a 7-time champion. He's a boss for a reason, a pro for a reason. He doing this all long for a reason.
You're talking my boy
He's
as in Lewis, because I hear you say
your
my boy Max.
sorry, your boy Lou.
I'm
That's
like
what I meant to say.
confused.
My bad.
Yeah, I'm
My boy
confused,
Lewis.
buddy.
So Lewis, right? Lewis, my bad. Lewis, right? What do you think about Lewis' chances in the long run? Right? No problem, Ezra. No problem. What I was saying
Winning
to
the championship, but
right. All right.
We say he not winning the
I don't
championship, he
know.
winning the show. We
He
say
winning it.
yes.
What I think you will do, and I
But
think
you know,
what as I just said this, I agree. As somebody one of you all said this, or I heard this somewhere. What I think he will do he will do a Chelsea, like what Chelsea has done many. What Chelsea did Tottenham, what for Leicester to win the league. He will spoil somebody party. He will spoil somebody party. He's gonna be up
yeah,
on the
yeah, for
top
something
there.
like that.
And
I agree.
whoever party he ruined. I think our Adara said this. Whoever party he ruined, I think he's good. Because I was thinking about this whole week. I say, where else you could think about this is happening, boy? And I was like, yes, when Chelsea pulled down Tottenham and Leicester won the league. I feel this will be the same thing. I feel he will have a and same thing with Chelsea. Chelsea's doing terrible whole season. Not saying he's doing terrible, you're not up to par. And I think you would
And
at
he not
some
up to
point,
par because of the car.
that's it. But at some point, he is going to catch himself, catch his form. Or it'll be too late, but it'll just be enough to pull along
To
somebody
pull
else
down.
in the battle.
I agree.
In the battle.
I agree. I think I like that. I like that suggestion. Is one or two ways it goes. Right now, it's not necessarily a question of his skill,
Hmm.
but it's a question of getting the car sorted out. So it's two options. If they sort out the car early enough, he could claw back and win the season. Because in
Yeah,
2008, his very first title, he won by 1 point.
right.
By 1 point. So clearly, he's not afraid of having things go down to the wire. Look at last year, for
Look at
example.
last. Yeah, correct.
Right.
Correct.
So if Mercedes gets a handle on the car, he could claw back and win the championship.
Right.
Fair. If it is they do not get the car under control, I agree. His goal will not be to try and win the championship, but just to make sure he beat Max and Max does not get the next championship.
So then
I see
Ferrari
that
running away with it.
that's it. At this point,
Yeah.
Ferrari have the most to gain.
Yeah.
Because
At
all it
this
takes
point,
is what?
Ferrari most
Four
to gain.
all it takes is four straight first podiums. And he
First
back in the action and that easy to do.
Exactly, 4 race wins and that's 100 points.
Boom. Talk down
Yeah,
and it's back in action.
yeah, just win four, you know.
And
Nothing
imagine,
big.
imagine on top of that for he get the fastest lap with it.
Come on.
That's
Or Russell get it. You understand?
exactly.
Come on.
So that's it.
Nah, Kevin, it's very possible.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
impossible. It's just Mercedes had to get the car under control.
Yeah, they'll get it act right. But I
And
saw
it'll
Otto
be a
say
little
something
hard.
today and yeah.
I see all these people on Twitter and Instagram shouting at Mercedes, fix the car, get the car, and I'm like, guys, you really don't think they're not trying?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
why are you
patient thing,
so
man.
aggressive?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
our team. You don't need to be so harsh.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
You'll
yeah,
get through.
they'll figure it out. Look, they're done bringing an upgrade this weekend. We'll see what that
We
does.
see how that does. Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and Mercedes wasn't ashamed to say they say the first two races was extra testing for us. By the time them thing right now, Mercedes, not right now, Ferrari and Red Bull locked in battle. Them not really, they may be less thinking about okay, how do we upgrade the car? They more
Right.
focusing on what Ferrari doing, what Red Bull
Yeah.
doing, how we can
Yeah.
beat them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
Mercedes just how we
Yep.
fixing the four
The
position.
most dangerous right
How
now.
we gonna
Yeah.
think? It's always the quiet ones. It's
Exactly.
always the
Unassuming.
quiet
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Because we go pull up tire this weekend, we go just chill. FP1 go come. Bam! Good, where them get them pace from? Then they go here, Christian Horner. Well, we're going to the FIA because Mercedes pace is just unbelievable. Clearly, they would have done something, and we want the FIA to take a closer look, and they'll just go like that. But I honestly, it could work. We never know. We'll see how the season play off. If by mid-season Mercedes do make a comeback, I think it's safe to say, okay, they can't come back, but definitely their goal will be to stop Red Bull.
Right.
I think
Right.
as I said, everybody's a Ferrari fan, so that goal might be just to be to throw off Red Bull.
Solid. Right. On that note, before we sign off, Ezra, I know you're stuck around. We was bouncing off. We jumping off now, Ezra. Any parting words? Anything? Yeah, you ready for Melbourne?
Yeah, man.
Ready to
Plan
stay up early?
don't know.
Well, stay up late. Or wake up early or stay up late.
Right. I also want to thank my panel. Kevin, thanks for coming through. Thanks for,
Yeah, glad to
you
come
know,
on. I finally
yeah,
got to
yeah,
get
yeah. It
come
was
on.
a vibe. It was a vibe. Right. Of course, Michael, Ezra. Hopefully we have some good news, some interesting and very. Let's see. Oh, I want to see some new podiums. I want bacchanal. I want excitement. So I want to see something left field.
I want to see Russell get his first
Yeah,
victory.
I want Russell Tom too. Let me do it now,
Nah,
man. Let
not
me do
good.
it. Let me do it.
He get a second place last year, which wasn't really a proper podium in Spa last year. So I want to see him get a proper, well-deserved podium, but I
Papa
want him to
laughs. You want first?
he deserve a race win. Nah, he should have
Fair
get
enough.
a race win when it
Yeah,
was
yeah,
up
yeah.
for
Fair
Lewis.
enough. Fair enough.
And that was where, but that was which race, boy. When it is Lewis had COVID and he subbed for him, he was supposed to take the win now weekend.
But
So
he
Fair enough, but he
definitely,
didn't.
but he
huh?
definitely,
He didn't.
he def,
Nah,
he
he
definitely.
had finished the race, but he had they had messed up his pit stop. They had put some of Bottas tires on his car, so he had to come back and
Mm,
pit. And then the
mm.
tire burst. Some what kind of drama went on?
But it looks like he definitely shaking off that Mr. Saturday nickname. He doing things on Sunday now. He coming up. He
Yeah, he
playing.
got
Man,
started.
racing good. Racing
It,
well
it
good.
it hurts my heart to say, but at this very 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 point, he is the he is more consistent than Lewis.
Yeah, for now, for now.
For now. Simply because maybe he just get a better grip on the car, he's putting in some more time. And that's it, it's only two races, and the second race they took a risk with Lewis and it didn't pay off. So it could
Yeah,
literally just be that Lewis just get his short end and the stick when it came to setup, and that's all.
that's
Because
all.
first race he beat him. Second race they took a race with the setup. So I can't even say he more consistent. He just
Yeah,
had a
he's a
bit
better
more
handle so far. Yeah.
yeah, a bit more
Right?
luck.
So, guys, please don't forget like, share, subscribe. Don't forget all the fantasy content. We had IPL episode today. We're doing FPL tomorrow. UCL recently. Right? Of course, F1 Fantasy. Your home for fantasy sport. We hope that you remember to pick your team, put it together. Don't forget some of the strategies we explained to you all. Of course, always turbo drive Ocon. And of course, get rid of Lewis. He's a blight. Sorry, just joking. Right? So have a great weekend, guys. Please don't forget to set your alarms for the race. Set your alarms for the race. Please, I'll try and get up. F1 is fun. We're trying to encourage you all to watch a new sport. It does not take long. It's not long and boring. It's actually very exciting, very fun. This is the this is
That's how
long.
it
Is
runs.
this is longest laps for the season so far, right? Am I correct? 58. I think this song and plenty
Nah, I
like
think we had
20.
70 something in no, did we have 70
No, for
something
the
in
season, for the season. So for the season, it wasn't so much so far. Jeddah and Bahrain wasn't so much, if I'm not mistaken.
No, I think we had
I
a
don't
60
think it
something,
was 58. Ah, well, then
No,
all
that's
right.
not
Stand
right.
corrected. Stand corrected. Right,
That's
guys.
not
So
right.
try something new. Don't forget IPL fantasy as well. Don't so lots of action with cricket. We explain to you all the uncapped players, so go check that out. And of course, yeah, be safe, like, share, subscribe. And we are working on putting us our format on Spotify as well, so you can find us anywhere that you get any kind of your podcast, iTunes, Google, anywhere. Working on that very soon. So thank you guys for the support. Please be safe. Happy picking. Don't forget to click that save button before you exit the app. Take care.